All right, my friends, this will be the last video that I'll be posting, and concerning the creation stuff. This is all I have to do with the creation, biblical stuff. Um, I'm not intending on, at the time of this video, I'm not intending on re-recording again. I think this is going to be it. I think I've done just about as good as I can get with the topics. Not to say that there is ongoing research. There's not any ongoing research in the topics. There are. There are people that will constantly research in these topics that I spoke about. But I think there's enough here for those that have been confused about the topic. They can gain enough information and evidence about it that they have a good working background. And so that was my intentions, was to educate on that. But I'm going to move on to some other interests that I have. And as far as the Rumble and YouTube channels, I'm not going to be monitoring them anymore. That's the reason why I took the comments. I stopped comments on YouTube. I haven't figured out how to do it on Rumble yet, if I can. But I won't be monitoring the comments on Rumble anymore. So those of you that would put comments down there, I won't be monitoring them. And so my intentions is to let this stuff go, invest into the technology, and which has always been a desire of mine, is to post this stuff and to let it work 24/7. So I'll be speaking 24/7 somewhere. And so, but these three platforms seems to be a good catalyst to get it out there. And so, but YouTube, you guys on YouTube, for you guys that have been using my stuff, continually use it as you wish. You have my permission. And if it can help you support your channel financially, then so be it. So be it. You have my permission, and I don't have any problems with it. Just because I didn't go that route doesn't mean that I'm downing anybody else. And so there are people that want to go into the ministry full time. Well, they need finances to do that, but they're doing the Lord's work, and they're out there taking a lot of heat. And so I've taken my heat, and but I'm looking forward to backing off from it because I'm tired of the debating and the arguments and the nasty comments and stuff. Guys, I'm ready just to get into some good old Bible study and to continue that as I've always have. And so I'm on my third way through it. And when I get done, I'll start all the way back through it again. And but I'm ready to get back. I'm ready to take the role, continue the role as father, husband to my family, and I will be a grandfather here within the next couple months at the time of this video. And there's a lot of time it takes to do this with the recordings and stuff. It takes a lot of time. Those of you that do it know what I'm talking about. I've spent many half a days up to a whole day putting this stuff together and recording and editing. It takes a lot. And so with this video here, it's 251 videos that I have. And so now, as far as my Facebook friends, you know that Sandra and I, we have a challenge to get through all these 100 counties. We got 30 left. And I intend on doing these 30 left. And so now for my Rumble and YouTube people, if you guys are interested, I will have a link in the description below. If you guys want to go to that YouTube channel, it's called Thru-N-C. Thru-N-C. And so it's all of our antics and stuff that we get into through our journeys through North Carolina. And so we just stay in North Carolina, guys. And so for the most part, and we don't take the RV out of North Carolina. It's easier to travel, just to go a couple hours, and then we're at our destination. Easier on wear and tear, gas expenses, and if there's an emergency, we're close by the house. And so I don't think we'll ever travel any different than that. We may take some road trips out in our cars, but as far as taking the motorhome out, I don't think we'll ever, we're not long distance multi-state RVers. And so, but other than that, we have some hiking. I'm a hiker, backpacker, and so I have some of that on there. I will continually do some of that. I have some plans on doing some of that here in the future, and you guys can come right along with me. And so I do have a future challenge where I'm going to do the Mountain to Sea Trail, the Mountain to the Sea Trail, which goes from one end of North Carolina to the other. It's a continuous trail. They're in segments. They're in segments. Now I'm not going to do the entire trail from one end to the other all the way, just walk through it. I'm going to do it in segments. There's 18 segments. And so I will do it in segments. And it'll usually be done in the cooler months is when I intend on doing that. And so that's one of the things I want to do. And Sandra and I have actually thought about starting some different YouTube channels. And so completely different than what you've seen. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm kind of entertaining the thoughts, but I'm not going to tell you what they are just now in case they don't happen. But if I do actually start doing the Mountain to Sea Trail, I will be posting those. I will be doing some type of trail vlog or something and let you know of my experiences through this. And so it's going to be a challenge, but I got to get my body right. I got to get my body right and get prepared for this because it's going to be quite a challenge. And I'm going to be challenging my body. And I'll be going through woods, forest. I'll be going through cities. And so Sandra will be dropping me off at a destination and she'll go home and I'll be walking for days with my backpack, and I'll be staying in the tents in some areas. I'll be staying in hotels in some areas. And so it's going to be quite an adventure through this. And so, but I'm doing some research into it, and I'm not sure when I'm going to actually start it, but that's one of the things that I'll plan on doing. But those of you, real quick though, for those of you that want to further your Bible knowledge, I will put a link in the description below to Pastor Chuck Smith, his Through the Bible. If you want to get his flash drive, it's like 634 messages, but it's Genesis to Revelation. Highly would advise you guys to get some good expository Bible teaching, especially for you new Bible believers. And I also would encourage you to get into a good church, a Bible believing church, guys. And so get you some fellowship, some discipleship, and that way you can grow in the Lord. And but even though you're going to a church, because not all churches have a Through the Bible study program, study on your own. Study on your own. It's very important that you do that, guys, for growth. And it will help you. It will help you discern the things that's in this world. And remember to keep everything in a biblical worldview. But I will have some links in the description below. One of them you can study with Pastor Chuck Smith for free. And it's the C3000 series. You're going to want the C3000 series. That's the one you're going to want. I'll have some links in the description below. And at the time of this recording, that is what I found yesterday, is these links here. Now, if you'll notice on the screen here, these are some other areas that you can go to. The Creation Research Society, real briefly, guys, I'm just going to go real quickly over through this because in some of my presentations, I go through some of this also. But this right here, this group here, you're going to want to be more of a college-educated person when you're going through these people's material. If you've got a biology degree, geology, or anything like that, this is going to speak to you. You're going to understand this more than just your average person that don't have any education like me. Whenever I was a membership with them, I would oftentimes have to get some type of background on what they were talking about before I shared that material. But this is a really good magazine to get, and these are scientists. These are actual scientists that believe in creation, and they study the things of the world. And they also have a little small pamphlet. It's a magazine that will come along. It's mailed at a different time than the Creation Research Society quarterly, but it's Creation Matters. all different types of articles and stuff like that. And they do have a creation and a flash. I'm not really for sure if it's still offered, but I got mine a number of years ago, and this has all the back issues. They probably still do have it, but I do know that last time I looked at their website, they're attempting to put in a data bank that you can go on their website. I think you have to be a member though. You can go on their website and you can look through all their back issues. It's some type of huge digital library that they're wanting to start. So I would look into that. And so they may be doing away with the creation and the flash and just going to the digital library. It looked like it was really going to be something good. And so you might want to keep your eyes and ears on that and just check them out. Answers in Genesis. Answers in Genesis. Again, all these folks here, I will have links in the description below if you guys want to check them out. And but Answers in Genesis, you don't have to have a background in college to understand anything. They will speak at your level. And but many things that I shared came from these magazines, guys. And Kids Answers, that's also with the Answers in Genesis magazine. Very good magazine. Creation.com or Creation Magazine, a very good magazine. And so, again, you don't have to have a huge, long background in science or geology or whatever. They speak at a basic, anybody can understand it. And so, and don't be afraid to get into secular magazines, guys. You can just remember, keep a biblical worldview. Keep a biblical worldview, and you can smoke out a lot of the stuff that they try to push with evolution and stuff. But you'll see that these people do a lot of good research. They just come to the wrong conclusion. And so, but definitely check out science magazines from time to time and see what they got. Like I said, you will learn some really cool stuff. Just remember to keep it in a biblical worldview. Now, lastly, for you guys that want to protect your family, and guys, I'm telling you, we're in a war. We're in a spiritual war, guys. You want to try to at least entertain the thought with protecting your family and your kids online. And you can do this with these folks right here, Covenant Eyes. Go to their website, and I'll have a link in the description below. It's $18 a month. You can put it on as many devices as you want. And you can put on there when the internet can be gotten on and when it can't. You can block out websites. I mean, you can pretty much see and filter out anything that you want. And they give you a detailed report at the end of every month of potential harmful places that your kids or spouses may have went to. And guys, protect your family, guys. The devil's trying to get in. He's trying to get in through these devices that we have. It's as simple as that. Just these devices have so much evil in them. It's just incredible how much evil is in there. And the social media realm and the platforms are just so saturated with filth and junk and anger, and oh my gosh, guys, it's crazy. It's absolutely just crazy. And so if you don't want to get off social media, at least find a way of protecting yourself while you're on it. And so I'll say this, if it's a problem and you just can't seem to get a handle on it, shut it down. It would be worth not even having the internet at all if you had to deal with it. And so, I mean, so many lives have been destroyed because of the internet and what's on it. And so I think we're stuck with it. It's as simple as that. As much as some of us old timers like to go back the way it used to have been before we had the internet, we're stuck with it, guys. It's here. And the only thing we can do is do as much good as we can on it while we got it. And so, but they got different plans. You got an 18-month plan, 184 for the year, or you could do a lifetime for $850. And so this is information that I found out yesterday. And so, but other than that, guys, I think that's going to do it. I hope you've enjoyed it. For my Facebook people, I'm not gone yet. Sandra and I still have the 30 counties. We got 30 counties that's left on our 100 county challenge to stay in all 100 counties of North Carolina. And so we're actually putting together counties actively, even as I speak. And so it's a wild challenge. I think once we're done, we won't post any more RV stuff. But as far as our hiking stuff and backpacking stuff, that's another story. And so we may still be posting that. And so, and let you see some of that. And that's the stuff that anybody can do, you know. And many of the places that we go, you don't have to have an RV to go. And so it's about the places. It's not about us. It's about the places that we show. And many of them are just right in your back door. I mean, it's really close to us because we stay just in North Carolina. So for those of our North Carolina friends, there's been a number of you guys that's messaged me and gotten in contact with us and said, man, I had no clue that was in North Carolina. And me too. And so there's a lot of cool things out here in our own state. And so, but that's what I like about North Carolina is you got the coast, the Piedmont, and you got the mountains. So we got a little bit of everything. And so that's what I love about it. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. I love you. I really want you guys to learn something. Take this stuff and run with it. But you guys take care and have a great day. And I hope the Lord blesses you real good. Bye-bye.